Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. And today I'll be showing off another one of my historical formations that I've been doing. This one, pike-and-shot. I've had some people ask about a pike-and-shot faction, which I'm not going to do. However, I have gone ahead now and made a pike-and-shot formation, or at least as best as I can figure out a pike-and-shot formation here in tabs. It's a block of pikemen with arquebuses / musketmen on the flanks, along with the centre of halberdiers. So I'm using papal Swiss guards. They're essentially just mercenary Swiss halberdiers. But yeah, they're the halberdiers in the centre, and then I've got some French standard bearers because they're the closest matching for a standard bearer, just to keep these guys in place. And then obviously mercenary musketmen / mercenary arquebuses are just on the flanks here. So that's the formation we've got here. 91 men, 16,000 cost. All of these men are made up from my medieval mercenaries, except for obviously the standard bearers. But as we can see, Landsknecht pikemen, Landsknecht musketeers, and then papal Swiss guard for the halberdiers in the centre, because I don't have any other halberdiers in here. But yeah, that's the formation. And then obviously we can just put anyone we want against them, really. So I've got the Byzantines that I could put up against them. Who else have I got? Could try the Japanese, who I've got here. Don't really want to put Napoleonic people against them. Could put the Teutons or some Vikings. But I think the Japanese would be quite funny to put against. There's a load of samurai. Let's put some Yari Ashigaru down here. 14 of them. And then again for 28, and then we'll put another line for the next multiple of 14, whatever that is. 42 sounds about right. So let's put them down there, and then we'll put some Kanabo Samurai. There we go, and then we'll also put some Katana Samurai. Very good. And then bringing up the rear, we'll put the Shogun, along with some Naginata Samurai, and then also some Bo Ashigaru. There you go. Nice Bo Ashigaru, and then perhaps a couple of matchlock Ashigaru. Nope. There we go. They're nowhere near as good as the mercenary Landsknecht pikemen, but mercenary Landsknecht musketeers rather, / arquebuses, but they'll do. There we go. Definitely not something that you would see. Pike-and-shot versus samurai. Well, let's give it a go. Give it a good old Rambler try. Let's see how it goes. So, obviously, the centre line isn't going to move. The Landsknecht pikemen, I mean they are, because for some reason Tabs AI has them jumping to the side. Also because of the amount of pikemen that are in this group, they're sort of a bit glitchy. But it looks like the matchlock Ashigaru have fired. Oh, the mercenary Landsknecht musketeers are really claiming Japanese casualties here. In comparison, the centre load of pikemen are perfectly fine. The arquebuses on the flanks are taking the shots, but we've still got some of them alive, and they will reload a lot quicker than the matchlock Ashigaru. The matchlock Ashigaru have got a big debuff to their reload speed. Looks like, oh, yep, down goes one of the Naginata Samurai. Looks like two of the Bo Ashigaru have actually been caught by the shots that are still coming in from the rear. Shogun manages to block a shot there. Now the real lines of Japanese are starting to get close, but here's where the pike-and-shot formation comes in handy, because these pikemen are really good at defending against a charge from the front of infantry. As we can see, the Yari Ashigaru are having absolutely no issues dying to the pikemen. Although here comes the first bow shot. Yeah, here's the problem though. The bow ashigaru are going to start actually taking out these pikemen. What the pikemen have really got to hope for, though, is that one of these bowmen kill off their standard bearer so that they can actually get forwards. I did think about not giving them standard bearers and just letting them charge forwards, but then they sort of lose all cohesion as a formation. So literally all of these formations that I'm making, to actually make them look proper, I'm having them as the defenders against the attackers, which means that you can lame them out by just putting down ranged infantry and just having them shoot at them until they die. It's a valid strategy, but then at the same time it's also boring. But it works. As we can see, the katana samurai, all of the samurai for that matter, are really not having a good time here. Musketeers starting to reload in time. Yep, down they go, taking out some of the matchlock ashigaru. What they really want to do is start trying to kill off those bow ashigaru. But here comes the shogun, and there goes the shogun. Yep, just getting he's getting absolutely murdered by the pikemen. Yep, there we go, he's dead. There he is. The shogun has not been having much luck in any of my videos with him. He's really not been having a good time. He dies before doing much. I mean, he's had a couple of successful videos where he's actually managed to kill off some units, but at the same time the shogun really has not been having fun. Down goes the last few matchlock ashigaru, except for this guy. Oh no, there's actually two of them. Two of them still alive here. And then on this flank, yeah, we've still got 3 matchlock ashigaru, and then of course we've got the bow ashigaru as well. Naginata samurai trying to get involved, but they're just coming up against a wall of pikes, so it's not exactly a rounding success for them. And then we've still got a whole load of Landsknecht musketeers who are going to yeah, there they go, moving forwards, and then of course the pikemen are also starting to try and move forwards as well. They're just moving forward slowly in increments, just dunk, 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 dunk. Now it's just range versus range, pretty much. The pikemen are just absorption bodies for the bow ashigaru. I think actually this. If I take control of this guy, I think I can allow the units to move. Yes, I can. He was the only one left, but it doesn't matter. They've all been shot down. Pike-and-shot has succeeded. Succeeded here. We've still got a bunch of pikemen. We've got most of the mercenary halberdiers. I think we've actually got all of the Swiss Guard still alive. All 7 of them, and then obviously the mercenary the musketeers have suffered some casualties, but we've still got pretty much all of the back half of the musketeers here still alive. And yeah, absolutely no melee units were able to get involved here. They all died. They really did not stand too much of a chance here. Turns out charging with Yari Ashigaru and Samurai was not a successful strategy for the Japanese. They had the numbers advantage slightly, but I'm wondering if we just make a massive phalanx. Yeah, as you can see, some of these pikemen really are not working out properly. Link will be in the description if you want to take on this. I can't remember whether I've said it before or not, but here we go. Saying it again. Let's try a massive phalanx, shall we? Because phalanxes in tabs are really strong. They're a very strong formation to use. If you can try to, making a phalanx in most of the campaign battles against regular units will completely decimate. So let's just try a massive phalanx here. This will be the biggest phalanx I've done, and we'll see if it can take out the pike-and-shot. 14,000 cost, just over 100 hoplites here in this phalanx versus these pikemen and musketeers. Probably the phalanx will actually win this. The musketeers probably won't cause too many casualties. The musket balls will all get blocked because of the... yeah, there you go, because of the projectile block ability of the hoplites. They've claimed some kills, but there's like 2 or 3 hoplites that are going to be dead here. It's just going to be down to whether or not the pikemen and halberdiers can hold against. Ricochet coming back at them. Yeah, it'll be whether or not these pikemen and musketeers can hold against the phalanx that's coming for them. Once the phalanx is gone, we can see a couple of casualties. 1, 2, 3, I think. 3, 4. That's 4 hoplites dead out of the 100 that are coming for them. But the pikemen, I mean, they are the longer pointy boys. So, for all we know, the pikemen might just be able to outrange the hoplites. I think there's 60 odd pikemen and halberdiers for here. It's like a 3x7 block of arquebuses / musketmen on the flanks. So the rest of them are made up of pikemen and halberdiers. So the pikemen might have this. I mean, the sarissas are going to decimate the musketeers because they don't have bayonets to defend themselves, unlike the Napoleonic factions I've made. The pikemen might take 1 or 2 jabs to actually hit the hoplites, because the hoplites do have shields, the pikemen do not. I mean, that's kind of the thing with pikes. You can't really have a pike and a shield, it's one or the other. But yeah, the sarissas are going to have the edge over the musketeers. As you can see, it's just a forest of like polearm shafts in the centre here, just made up of sarissas and pikemen. The Greeks are on the uphill struggle for actually trying to take on the pike-and-shot here, because yeah, they're having to advance not only over the bodies of their own killed, but also against the pikemen and the mercenary papal Swiss Guard. And the Swiss Guard are actually decent units, but the hoplites do have the charge ability. The Swiss Guard and the pikemen do not. Looks like some of the mercenaries are trying to back away here, hoping to reload their muskets in time. But it looks like the hoplites have managed to break through the front of the pike-and-shot formation. I still see there's still a decent amount of hoplites left. Don't know how many pikemen are left though. Pretty much just the back row. The Swiss Guard are taking front and centre. Very good to see. Go on, boys. Actually, I think the hoplites on this flank are the ones that are remaining. The ones on the front and this flank are mostly dead. We got 3 of them here, but I think, yeah. Swiss Guard, nice cut, chops off his hand. That's a hoplite dead. Over here, the hoplites are utterly decimating the musketmen. And then on this flank, the musketmen really do not have a chance. It's just whether or not the pikemen can defend them. Yeah, I mean, the Swiss Guard are holding. They've yet to lose one of their number, I think. And I think the hoplite charge has actually faltered. What's happening over here? Just the one hoplite left, I believe. Yeah, battling some pikemen. I mean, he's managed to kill the standard bearer that was over here. And he's just trying to kill as many as he can, but nope, there he goes. And that means, yeah, the musketeers are turning their attention. That was the only guy on this flank, which means, who's left? So there's one guy in the centre who can't move because his sarissa's stuck under bodies of his comrades. We got a Swiss halberdier. Oh, we got a Swiss Guard with a very small head. Halberd, glancing blow off the hoplite shield. Pikemen have sort of moved into a sort of semicircle defensive formation. The musketeers are starting to reload now. Just got some hoplites left. They're all really trying to kill off this guy, but he's not having any of it. mean, you can see the sparks, which indicates when a pikeman attacks. The sparks happen for some reason. It only happens with pikemen, but yeah, the hoplites, they've sort of almost gone on the flank. We got the Swiss Guard moving in. This guy's got a halberd in his face. Swiss Guard fallen over. Just the sea of pikemen. Sea of pike points. The guy who was over here has died, I think. Yeah, look at all of those. Look at all those sparks from the pikemen. Still got this guy as well, though. Yeah, musketeers starting to reload. Oh, they've managed to kill off one of the hoplites there. Probably speed this up, or at least attempt to the end. Just the sea of pikemen. Yeah, there they go. The pikemen have now actually reformed into a more standard line sort of formation. Oh, and they go swinging the pikes over. Who's left? Who are they trying to kill? Is there a hoplite trapped somewhere? Is there like someone trapped over here? There he is! It's this guy. Let's see if I can't unstick him. There we go. Managed to unstick this pikeman, this hoplite rather, so that he can go towards his doom. Narrowly misses a musket ball. Oh, and another one. But then he gets... Oh yeah, no, he was killed by a musketman. I thought he might have been killed by a pikeman, but they're not quite close enough. So yeah, Phalanx did not manage to win against the pike-and-shot. There's not too many actual pike-and-shot units left. There's not too many pikemen left. And there's also not too many musketmen left, but they did manage to beat the larger force of hoplites here. They lost some Swiss Guard doing it, including the small head Swiss Guard. But 1, 2, 3. I think this guy's dead. I think it's 3 Swiss Guard. Or is he? Is this guy still holding? No, he's still alive. He's just fallen over. So that's 4. I think that's 4 Swiss Guard still alive out of 7, which is not too bad. And then obviously we've got some pikemen as well left alive, plus some musketmen. So yeah, looks like the phalanx in this case was not superior to the pike-and-shot, even though they did have 10 extra hoplites. So there you go. But yeah, no, I don't want to start that again. But yeah, so that's the pike-and-shot formation. You can go ahead, play around with it. It is on the workshop for you to download. The link will be in the description as well to it. But yeah, there you go. I will thank you all for watching, and goodbye.